Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing my end of the year TBR. So basically the books that I would like to read before 2020 is officially out of our lives. This list is going to be into two parts. One of them is library books and two is books that I own. Because life is like that for me right now. I think I'm going to start with the library books. I've got these and I really need to read them because renewing them for a while will stop after a bit. The first one that I want to read is Ironheart, which is Riri Williams. And I started reading it and I got halfway through-ish. I got about halfway through, so I want to finish it this month. I'm really enjoying it. It follows Riri, and she's a genius, and she ends up taking over the Iron Man mantle. The other one that I have is Catwoman Under the Moon. This is part of the DC Inc. imprint. I really love the Teen Titans Raven and Teen Titans Beast Boy from this imprint. And I figured that if I read hers, I hopefully wouldn't feel bad particular if things aren't that close to the comics, but still I could. I don't know, I think it would be interesting, especially with my attachment. It's gonna be a fun time, I think, hopefully. The next one I don't really know that much about, and it's Enchanté, which has magic in it. It takes place in Paris. Oh. Historical fiction. Historical fiction with magic. It's fine. I know enough French to pronounce some French words right, like enchanté, but I don't know that much, and I think it'd be interesting since I don't know that much about the history in general. I didn't take history at any point in my life, so I think this will be fun. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting, and I think that the cover is pretty striking. The last book on my little library stack is Unbroken, 13 Stories Starring Disabled Teens. I don't know. It's always nice to have short story collections, I think. I also really do like the cover too. It's stars. It's the stars type things. I don't know. I like stars. Is there something I need to read so I can return them? So I have a small stack of library books that I kind of really want to read in returns. So yeah. Now on to the books that I own that I need to read. I really need to read, well, this will technically be a reread, but The Mirror of Thieves by Sherry DeMelon. This is from my children's lit course, which I really need to read. There's a few books also that I have to read. I have to catch up on, I have to catch up on reading Rumblefish, and I have to read Good for Nothing. But this one was the most scheduled to happen, to be read in the month of December. And so I really have to read this. Or at least skim through it so I have a brief idea. I remind myself about what it's about. But yeah, this is an option. It's not an option. It's something I have to read. The other thing that I have left to read is there's 3 stories in Ancient Stories and Other Weird Stories by Argonaut Blackwood. I have to read Ancient Stories, The Glamour of the Snow, and The Man Whom the Trees Love for my supernatural class, so then I can figure out what I want to focus on for my final paper. I kind of have the stories down here marked. These are the ones from the previous week. So this is something that I have to read. The last 3 books I'm going to talk about are more my choice. Because I could still read anything else. Like, I have 2 books on the shelf that's on this wall that I started but I haven't finished yet. But if I get to them, if I don't get to them this month, I can get to them next month. But these 3 I really kind of want to get done this month. The first one being There Will Be Peace When You Are Done. This one I kind of really want to read now that, if you could tell, I have a bookmark in it. I tried to read it the day that Supernatural was supposed, the day the final episode premiered, but I was just really emotional. And now I feel slightly sad about it. Sad about everything. So I think I kind of just want to read it. I want to live in the world of Supernatural a little bit more, even if it's through the fans and actors celebrating. But yeah, this is something that I for sure want to finish. If only for the memories of the show. Next book is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is one of the 2 books for the Dark Academics Book Club. The other one is A Christmas Carol, but I've read that one already. So I want to read this one, and it's very beautiful. It takes place in 1920s Shanghai. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling, and I'm so excited. And the cover is beautiful. Like, I talked about this cover and how gorgeous it is to my mother, and I absolutely love it. And it's one of the ones that I really want to get to. The last book I'm going to talk about, though, is the one that I extremely want to get to for the end of the year, and that is the one and only The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, by my queen, V.E. Swap. I got this and I pre-ordered it, and I really want to read it. It's such a beautiful book too. I don't know. This book is for sure one that I'm going to prioritize for the end of the year. So those are the books that I want to read before 2020 closes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.